Welcome back to today's episode of A More Excellent You. Today, we are going into the part 2 of our series on learning how you learn. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this series yet, the link would be in the description box, and I will encourage you to watch that video first before watching this one, as it will give you a foundation to lead right into this video. In the part 1 of this series, we introduced the first part of your learning DNA, which is your cognitive channel, the natural way your brain prefers to receive information. This could be by seeing, it could be by hearing, it could be by writing, or by doing. But today, we are moving into the second component of your learning DNA, because receiving information is not the same as understanding it. You can listen, you can read, you can watch, and still feel completely lost. That's because after information enters your brain, it has to be processed. And sometimes this is where some people can get stuck. So let's talk about understanding your processing style. This is the silent filter that decides whether information clicks or stays confusing, no matter how many times you hear it or read it or watch it. Most times we assume if we deliver the information clearly enough, people will understand it. But understanding is not passive. It's also a cognitive process. After information comes through your cognitive channel, your brain has to organize it. And some brains organize from meaning to detail. Other brains organize from detail to meaning. Neither is better. They're just different brain engines. So while there can be variations to this, most people lean towards one of the two dominant processing styles. Number one, the big picture processing. Number two, the detail first processing. As we go through these, you begin to notice which one feels natural to you. So who are the big picture processors? If you're a big picture processor, you need to know the why before the how. You want to understand the mission before the method, the destination before directions. You learn best when you're given the purpose, the broader context, and the overall framework. Once you can see the complete map, the details start to make sense. But if someone gives you random steps here and there without context, your brain feels overloaded. You're thinking, why am I doing this? How does this fit together? What problem is this actually solving, right? So, the big picture processors are often mistaken for being scattered, when in reality, they are meaning driven thinkers. They don't resist instruction, they resist instructions without purpose. So, going into the second one, the detail first processors. Detail first processors work in opposite direction. So you need clear steps, clear examples, rules, sequences. You want to know, what do I do first? Then what next? You're asking, show me how this works in practice. You build understanding piece by piece. When someone starts with abstract ideas, visions, concepts, your brain doesn't feel inspired. It feels lost. You're thinking, okay, what does this look like on ground? What would it look like when we are actually doing it? Detail first processors often are mistaken for being rigid, when in reality, they are precision builders. They don't resist the vision, they just need the structure to reach it. So here's where the confusion begins. Big picture processors often teach using vision, while detail first processors often teach using steps. And each one then assumes that the other is being difficult. So one says, just understand the concept and the steps will come to you easily. The other says, just follow the steps. You will understand it in the end. But the issue is not intelligence, it's translation. When learning is delivered in a language your brain does not process well, everything feels heavier than it needs to be. It's important to understand that neither style is better. Big picture processors are not more creative. Detail first processors are not more disciplined. They are meant to be complementary to each other. Big picture processors or thinkers often excel at strategy and direction. Detail first thinkers or processors often excel at execution and mastery. But personal growth requires knowing which one you are, so you stop fighting yourself. Once you recognize your processing style, learning becomes kinder. You stop blaming yourself. You stop forcing methods that don't fit. Instead, you start adjusting, asking for context or steps, whichever one suits you. You start reorganizing how you study. You start changing how you receive training. You become more patient with your own mind. And that shift alone can unlock progress, because excellence grows when you honor how your mind actually works. I'm certain this video has helped you in one way or another. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe if you haven't already done so that others can see this video. Till next time, bye for now.